You've been living many places. But I want to start with one thing that I learned after living in. Actually, I learned that not that many years ago when I met a lot of Brazilians, is that your last name, which I would say is Fleischfresser, or like the German pronunciation, is a very typical German last name. And I learned that there is a huge population in Brazil with German sounding last names. So I don't know, can you give me a little bit of insights into sort of that phenomena or whatever happened there in historical context, maybe?
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you asked that, because this is one of the most common misunderstanding that people look surprised to me, even when I say that I'm Brazilian, because there is a stereotype for some reason of the Brazilian being most people with brown and dark skin. But as you know, Brazil is such a huge country. Like, there is so many cultures inside of one country. So we cannot say that all Brazilians looks in some way, because we really are a mix of cultures and identities. They are very committed, very hard worker, as the Japanese nowadays are as a culture. Germans like me, even though descendants, I mean, like, even though I was not born in Germany, I don't speak German. But some people would say that I have, I don't know if it's the DNA or something, that I bring something of this German. So I don't know if this answer your question, but I believe there is a mix and some kind of identity that each one of us bring from our cultural background.
Yeah, and I don't think there's really an answer to the question. It's more like it's an interesting observation, I think, because we culture is so dynamic. It's really nothing you can put the finger on and say. And obviously what we do in this podcast is that we're trying to generalize a little bit, but I think for such a big country like Brazil, it's difficult to say this is our culture, this is how we all are, although there are traits obviously that will be true for no matter where you're coming from.